have my Blue Yeti right here. And I have to stop looking at the viewfinder. My name is Pauline. And welcome to my YouTube channel, I guess. This is actually my third attempt at an ASMR channel, believe it or not. The first two attempts were unsuccessful for various reasons. Yeah, I tend to not really like the content that I make usually. That was my cat. And also, I tend to lose motivation for a lot of things, especially those last few years. Random facts about myself. I hope you can hear me okay. I've actually had this Blue Yeti for maybe a year and a half. And I've been using it not many times over this year and a half for some music and my first two attempts at ASMR. I have my hot chocolate here with my Sherlock Holmes mug. If I can focus, how do you do that? Not this way. Yeah, there it is. Why did I do this? Hang on. Now it's fucked up. Can you see me okay? I hope you can. Quite dark on the video right now, even though it is 5:15 in the afternoon here in London, UK. And I have all of my lamps on, but it still looks a little bit dark. Probably because I don't know how to handle the camera, and so it looks darker than it actually is. Maybe once I figure things out, I can make it look a little bit better in the future. I'm listening to what I'm recording right now with my headphones, and I'm not sure the sound is great, but we shall see. Okay, so since this is my first video, Since this is my first video on this channel, I figured I would not do anything in particular. I would just talk to you guys, maybe introduce myself if any of you are interested. Who knows? My name is Pauline. I am currently 21 years old, which is a constant surprise to myself. I keep forgetting how old I am. No, just kidding. I'm not old. I'm older than when I was 18, which is the age that my brain stopped at. Literally. I turned 18, and then for the 3 years that followed, I have to keep reminding myself that I'm not 18 anymore. Do any of you have this same problem, or is it just me? Anyways, slapped myself in the face with my own hair. That's nice. So I am currently 21 years old. I was born in France, Lyon, to be exact, on the 20th of April, 1997. Useless detail. And I lived in the French countryside for about 20 years. That's a long time. And then I moved here to London, which is the city of my heart. And I've been living here for a little bit over a year, and I love it. I live here with my boyfriend, who is actually from Switzerland. We met in late 2015, so we've been together for over 2 years and a half now. And I also live with my cat, Walt, who is 9 months old. We actually got him in February of this year. He is 3/4 Bengal and 1/4 Persian, and he is I hope this motorcycle wasn't too loud. He is brown with golden stripes, and he's long haired, and he's a big cat already, and he is the most gentle and the nicest cat I've ever had. He's very fun and playful, and I love him. You might see him in future videos. No, you will see him in future videos for sure. We actually named him after not Walt Disney, which is what most people think of, but we actually didn't think of Walt Disney when we named him Walt. We were actually watching Breaking Bad for the second time, and we thought of the name of the main character, Walter White, and we thought Walter could be a good name for a cat. And we named him that. And Walter didn't sound right for him, so we just shortened it to Walt. think it's nice. I'm a big fan of Breaking Bad, and so is my boyfriend. That was a bit loud, wasn't it? I keep looking at myself in the viewfinder. Just ignore me. It will pass with time. I'll learn to do better. Okay. Yeah, this video is just about me just rambling. Other facts about myself is I have a bachelor's degree in I tend to say English, linguistics, and humanities because I think it's the most accurate description with a major in translation. But actually, it's technically it is, which doesn't make any sense. You'll see. English, language, literature, and civilization. Oh no, hang on. Like regional studies or whatever. I don't think it's very telling, especially for English folks. They don't really understand what it's about, I feel like, so I tend to just say English, humanities, and linguistics because that's pretty much what it's about. With a major in translation, because that was like 80% of my courses were about translation. And this month, in about 2 weeks, I will be starting a master's degree in audiovisual translation. Audiovisual translation. Audiovisual translation. Which, in short, will make me a translator for, fiction, anything audiovisual, anything that's you can watch on TV or even on the internet. So like, I'll make French subtitles for English content, and I'll also write like video games as well, and I'll also write the text that voice actors will read when they record the French version of an English film. Wow, that was difficult to explain for me. Anyway, it's a 1-year master's degree, so it shouldn't take too long. And then hopefully I'll be working full-time as a translator. you like it. Another fun fact about me, for whoever is interested in my life, is I am moving out. I am moving out, moving out, moving out, moving out, moving out, moving out this Saturday. I am currently living in a one-bedroom flat, which is very small. We have basically a corridor, a tiny bathroom, tiny bathroom, a very small bedroom that cannot, that does not even have space for anything else than the double bed and a living area slash kitchen, which I am actually recording in right now. And it is really tiny, which is one of the reasons why we're moving out. The other reason is this flat is located in Hackney, which is in the northeast region of London. And my university is in the southwest part of London, so like on the other side of town essentially, which would make it impossible for me to travel every day, especially because my classes will be from 5 to 8 p.m. So we actually found another flat. I don't know if I should call it a flat or a maisonette, because technically it is not the whole house, but we have a door. Wow. Our door is, what am I trying to say? There is no one using our front door, if that makes sense. Our entrance. We have one entrance to the whole house, but the thing is, the house next to us has a door that gives access to the ground floor of the maisonette, and we occupy the first floor of the maisonette, if that makes sense. So we have the first floor of the maisonette, then we have a loft on top of that, and then we have a garden, and the neighbor has the ground floor and a garden as well, which is actually bigger than ours, but we're not gonna be jealous, okay? Let's be adults. I had to restart the camera because apparently it cannot record more than 20 minutes at a time. We're gonna have to do with it. It's gonna have to do. I don't know my English anymore. Nice. That was nice. So yeah. And it is that's the thing with the English system, is flats in England are described by their number of bedrooms, which I think is not very accurate, because technically ours is considered a two-bedroom flat, even though there's only one bedroom. However, in France, and don't get me wrong, there aren't many things that I'm happy about, in my home country, France. But in this, from this aspect, I think France is a bit more logical because we describe flats by their number of total rooms, excluding the bathroom. Don't ask me why. So technically, it would be a four room flat because we have a very large kitchen, which is gorgeous, I think. We have a living room, which can be accommodated as a guest's bedroom. We have a double bedroom, and we have a study, which is the smallest room of the flat, and of course a bathroom, and a garden, which is the first time that we're gonna have a garden, and I am beyond the moon about it. Beyond the moon? Is that what you say? I have a doubt now. I'm like, does that make sense? Over the moon? Oh, never mind. So, we are moving this Saturday, and it's our first actual move. Kind of. Because my boyfriend and I started living together when we moved to London. We hadn't lived together before, and we moved to a shared accommodation, which was absolutely terrible. I might make a video about that one day if any of you are interested, but it was terrible. We only stayed there 5 months, and then we moved to this flat right here. But we didn't have much stuff, so a colleague of my boyfriend's actually helped us carry our boxes, the few boxes that we had, and everything else we took with us on a cab, which was fun. But that was it. Whereas this time we have more stuff than last time. So we had no choice but to book some movers from a moving company. It's making things a little bit more stressful because we are not very familiar with it, and we are of course a bit scared of a scam or just unexpected things happening, you know. cost a fucking load of money. It cost us £100 total. What? And like I said, I'm not very familiar with this kind of thing, so I went online. I went on the website of Hackney Council, and I went on apply for a parking suspension. So far, so good. And then I had to fill in a form. No, I had to select another category, and there were many choices. Among them, there was suspension, which said to suspend one or several parking bays. Not much information. And the other one said dispensation for short-term parking permits for removals or funerals or weddings or whatever. And I saw removals, and I was like, yay, that's what I need. So I filled in an application for a parking dispensation instead of a parking suspension, which means that on Saturday we received a letter with, it's right here actually. We received a letter with this little guy right here, and the letter says, you have to stick this inside the vehicle that's gonna do the move. And I was like, that's not what I asked for. I asked for something that will guarantee that we have available parking bays on the day of the move. And I had a guy on the phone who obviously didn't understand what I was talking about. And he was like, yeah, no, sorry, I can't do anything about it. And then I talked to someone by email, and they said, oh, right, I'm sorry, that's not what you're looking for. Actually, what you're looking for is a suspension, not a dispensation. But guess what? Guess what? Guess what? It's too late now. Because it has to be done at least 7 days ahead of time. So we are left with nowhere to park for our move, and so the movers are gonna get here with a van that requires 2 parking bays, and probably there will be nowhere to park. So that's not stressful at all. I don't know, I gotta figure this out. That was the fun turn of events of today. I could go on with storytelling for hours probably, but I will not, because you are probably not really interested in that. But if you want, I can tell other stories in future videos, such as the story of how the front of our house exploded 3 times over the course of 4 months, and how we almost died because of it. That could be a funny story if you're interested in that. I don't know. Otherwise, I guess I'll be making some sounds for you now, because that's probably what you're here for. Now you know all about me. And I hope that you I hope maybe it's better that way. I changed a setting on the microphone, and I first 30 minutes of this video with the wrong setting on. Nice. Anyways, what was I talking about? I don't know. But yeah, now you know a little bit about me. And I guess that's kind of my introduction to my new channel. I don't know if the ASMR community needed yet another ASMR channel, but you know, that's the thing about ASMR, which I love, is I feel like it is such a cool community because there are so many channels. There are so many channels out there. So many. And you would think, oh well, there are so many, most of them are getting like absolute. My boyfriend calling me. You would think there are so many, most of them are actually getting you would think there are so many that probably most of them are getting close to no views at all. But I find that it is actually not true. I find that every ASMR channel, at least the ones I've seen, be them big or small, get their viewings and they get their small community of their own. And I really like that about ASMR. It's like, it's very open, you know what I mean? And there's no stigma, and there's no good or bad ASMR. I mean, there's bad ASMR in the sense that there's sexual ASMR and stuff like that, which I do not approve of, but no matter who you are as an ASMR artist, you can't say that your content is good or bad. It's good to some people, and it's not going to be as good to other people, meaning some people are going to get more tingles with your kind of content, and some people are not going to get as many tingles, but it doesn't make your content bad, worse, or better than the content of another ASMR artist. And I really like that. And to be honest, I'm not looking to have a huge following or like crap loads of fame or anything like that. I don't intend this to be my job or whatever. It's just I've been listening to ASMR for years, and dog barking. I've been listening to ASMR for years, and I absolutely love it. And I thought, why not make your own? That could be a good idea, or not. We'll see. and that's just the way to me. It's like a hobby, like any other. I see it as a hobby, technically. Like, I don't intend this to be anything other than a hobby. If it becomes anything other than a hobby, then good. But I see this strictly as a hobby. you say that word.